an honorary boy. You're about to read the true story of Father Christmas. Yes, Father Christmas. You may wonder how I know the true story of Father Christmas, and I will tell you that you shouldn't read Christian church things, not right at the start of a book. It's rude, for one thing. All you need to understand is that I do know the story of Father Christmas. Or else, why should I be writing it? Maybe you don't call him Father Christmas. Maybe you call him something else. Santa or Saint Nick or Santa Claus or Santa Claus or Kringle or Episcopal or Papa Noel or strange man with a big belly who talks to reindeer and gives me presents. Or maybe you have a name you come up with yourself just for fun. If you were an elf, though, you would always call him Father Christmas. It was the pixies who started calling him Santa Claus and spread the word just to convince things in the marvelous way. But whatever you happen to call him, you know about him. And that's the main thing. Can you believe there was a time when no one knew about him? A time when he was just an ordinary boy called Nicholas, living in the middle of nowhere or the middle of Finland, doing nothing with magic except believing in it. A boy who knows very little about the world, except the taste of mushroom soup, the feel of the cold north wind, and the stories he was told, and who only had a doll made out of a turnip to play with. But life was going to change for Nicholas in the ways he could never have imagined. Things were going to happen to him. Good things, bad things, impossible things. But if you are one of those people who believe that some things are impossible, you should put this book down right away. It is most correctly not for you, because this book is full of impossible things. Are you still reading the book? Good. If you would be proud, then let us begin. A woodcutter's son. Now Nicholas was a happy boy. Well, actually no. He would have told you he was happy if you asked him. And he casually tries to be happy, but sometimes being happy is quite tricky. I suppose what I am saying is that Nicholas was a boy who believed in heaven the way he believed in elves and trolls and pixies. And the hand really seemed proper happiness, either at least not for a very long time. He did have it that easy. Take Christmas. This is the list of every person Nicholas had revenge for Christmas in his entire life. A wooden slate, a doll carved out of a turnip. That's it. The truth is that Nicholas' life was hard, but he made the best of it. He had no brothers or sisters to play with, and the nearest town, Christmas and Christy Nankow Punky, was a long way away. It took even longer to get to them. It didn't to Properties, and anyway there wasn't much to do in Krishna Punky except go to church or look in the window of the toy shop. Papa, look, a wooden reindeer! Nicholas will gasped as he pressed his nose against the glass of the toy shop. Or, look, an elf doll! Or, look, a cuddly doll of the king! And once he even asked, "Can I have one?" He looked up at his father's face, a long and thin face with thick bushy eyebrows and skin raw than old shoes in the rain. Do you know how much it is?" said Joe, his father. "No," said Nicholas. And then his father held up his left hand, fingers twitched. He only had 4.5 fingers on his left hand because of an accident with an axe. A horrible accident. Lots of blood, and we'll probably shouldn't dwell on it too much as this is a Christmas story. 4.5 rubbers. His father looked cross. No, 5 rubles, and 5 rubles for an elf doll is too much money. You could buy a cartridge for that. I thought cartridges cost 100 rubles, Papa. Don't try and be clever, Nicholas. I thought you said I should try to be clever. Not right now, said his father, and anyway, why would you need an elf doll when you have that turnip doll your mother made? Could you pretend the turnip is an elf? Yes, Papa, of course, Nicholas said, because he didn't want to make his father upset.
Rồi mày mỏi tay rồi. Rồi mai đọc tiếp nha.
Don't worry. Soon I work so hard that one day I'll be rich and you can have all the toys you want, and we can have a real horse with our own coach and ride into town like a king and a prince. Wait me a little bit. Mẹ, hay lấy cái máy dựng cái điện thoại
lỡ
lên
rồi thôi miệng quay luôn chứ giờ sao?
Kêu ba ơi.
Thôi lỡ rồi.
A prince, don't work too hard, Papa, said Nicholas. You need to play sometimes too, and I am happy with my turnip doll. But his father had to work hard, chopping wood all day and every day. He works as soon as it was light to when it was dark. The trouble is we live in Finland. His father us lands on the day our story starts. Does everyone live in Finland? Asked Nicholas. It was morning. They were heading out into the forest, passing the old stone wall that they could never look at. The ground was dusted with a thin layer of snow. Joe had an axe on his back. The blade dazzled in the cold morning sun.
Thôi nha con, mai nha, bị mỏi tay quá rồi.
Không.
Thôi cô.
No, said Joe. Some people live in Sweden, and there are about 7 people who live in Norway, maybe even 8. The world is a big place.
Nhưng mày nói 170
place. So what is the problem with living in Finland, Papa? Trees, trees. I thought you liked trees. That's why you chop them down. But there are trees everywhere, so no one plays much for Joe. Stop. Turns around. What is it, Papa? I thought I heard something. They saw nothing but birch and pine trees and shrub of herds, and had a tiny red-breasted bird sat on a branch.
Thôi bị tắt nha, bị mỏi quá rồi.